But I just lost all hope, to be honest, that it wasn't going to happen for me. No one was going to help me, and I was doomed.
I did attempt suicide in the brinks of despair. I did. I think for a year I just carried on drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking.
I counted the job applications one year, over 500 job applications.
I didn't want to be around my children. I just didn't want to live anymore. I couldn't see a way out.
I wanted to kill myself, so, I took overdoses.
Tried nothing really, and nothing to look forward to.
If I was very lucky, I'd wake up in my flat. If not, 9 times out of 10, it was in Durrington police station.
It becomes one big blur.
So low for
we had bailiffs at the door a
where
lot.
you just don't care about literally anything.
I wanted my life gone.
The debts were so bad.
Why don't they get a job?
I remember saying, if there is a God, please help, because I knew.
What defines a champion? It isn't just winning. It isn't all about glory. Their passion is undeniable. Their drive is unstoppable. When pressure is at its greatest, a champion is at his best. Throughout the years, many things have changed, but what it means to be a champion, that will never change. Tonight, 8 men will fight to be a champion. Tonight, only one thing will matter: to walk out of the Light Church in Bradford as the first ever Life Changer champion. Tonight, we join the fight against poverty. And now, Christians Against Poverty presents Fight Against Poverty 3.
We are live at the Light Church in Bradford. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fight Against Poverty 3. Tonight, 8 men will compete in an elimination tournament to be crowned the first ever Life Changer champion. I'm Steve Bowie alongside the Major, and Major, the tournament is finally here, and 8 of the finalists will compete for that beautiful trophy right there.
You know, that trophy is beautiful. It's so beautiful, it makes me regret being retired. I want to take it home with me.
Well, you can't take it home with you because you've got to earn it, and these guys are going to earn it tonight. But if we're going to be betting men, and I certainly am, I'm going to pick the veteran, the highly established Balor to take the trophy.
How did I know you're going to say that? It's so predictable.
Well, you're very educated, Major. You know me better than most people.
Military background, mate. Military background. But let's get back to my prediction. The most important prediction. That is the powerhouse. That is Mustafa Khan. You know what you say? The bigger they are, the harder they hit.
Well, maybe we'll fail, but enough about us. The guys in the ring will tell the story. That's who the people here came to see. Let's take you to Benjamin Hall for the official introduction.
Girls, children of all ages, welcome to Fight Against Poverty 3! My name is Benjamin Hall, and I will be your announcer for this evening. Let's get things underway with our first contest. This first match is a singles match and is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, weighing in 140 pounds, residing in California, he is a member of Lights, Camera, Action, Chris Hawk!
You know, Chris Hawk, it's all about style with him. All about style.
This is a man that needs no introduction because he'll do it himself.
That's what I mean. He doesn't need an introduction. He is more than capable of introducing himself. That's just how good he is.
Time will tell, Major, time will tell. He's got to get out here first.
He's not ready for that yet. Give him time. He didn't wait till the
Let me take a selfie.
Oh, the selfie stick. I'll tell you, Major, the most infuriating hand device since a Rubik's Cube.
Hey, don't mock the Rubik's Cube. I still use one of those, you know.
You know, Chris Hawk's out here now looking arrogant and cocky, but we all know that he's rather bitter at the moment that he isn't in the Life Changer Championship tournament.
Can you blame him? Can you blame him for that?
To a degree, I think the 8 guys we've got are well worthy.
Well, yeah, but so is he. And what's wrong with him?
There's nothing wrong with having ambition. And he's out here, if we haven't already mentioned, with Satchel Jones.
Well, yeah, but Satchel Jones is in the tournament, so I don't think he's really bothered about that. I think he's really more concerned about his own match. Whereas
Well, maybe he should be more concerned with his own match and training backstage, getting himself prepared.
he just needs something as his acting partner for some moral support.
Well, Chris Hawk will be looking to prove a point
Well,
and open this prestigious show tonight.
against a very veteran, shall we say.
Certainly a veteran. To me, today, this is about which team is
And
dominant.
his opponent, weighing in at 182 pounds, from Blackburn, is one half of Thai Dynamite, Tom Barron!
Tom Barron said before, a seasoned veteran in this industry. He wrestles all across the UK.
Of course, he has won championships in 5 different promotions, as we know, and he is one half of Thai Dynamite. I must also point out that Kyle Richmond tonight has done the decent thing, and he's staying out of this to make it fair. We can't say the same about lights, camera, action.
No, I disagree with what you just said there. I think Carl Richmond is scared. He's scared of light, camera, action.
Well, here's a man that is not scared. Tom Barron fears nobody,
I don't think he's scared, but he's trying to get the crowd on his side, though.
and the crowd love him. The crowd love Tom Barron here at the Light Church.
They do. Well, they seem to like you anyway.
Well, that goes without saying.
I don't think many people do like you, to be honest, but never mind.
It's a little unnecessary. Referee Phil Robinson going to take his position now as we kick off this very interesting bout. I think there's a lot of pride involved in this.
I do, but, you know, if you look at this match, and put it in perspective, you have got, you've got in this match, you've got Chris Hawk. Chris Hawk, a minute ago, was on the ropes. He's that relaxed, that calm. And you've got Tom Barron, who's trying to will on to the crowd.
Well, he's not having to work very hard to do it. Chris Hawk's obsessed with his appearance. Tom Barron's just got it to begin with.
Look, what are you trying to say?
I'm a reasonable man, Major.
I don't think I have a comment for that, to be quite honest with you.
Probably best it stays like that.
Yeah, I know.
Listen to the crowd reaction for Chris Hawk.
But Chris Hawk doesn't need a reaction. He doesn't need them, he doesn't need a reaction.
The guy is dripping with vanity. He knows that reaction, somewhere inside him, that reaction is eating him up.
I disagree with you.
What's new?
I'm supposed to disagree with you. Get that right. Your opinion means nothing.
Tom Barron looks ready. And Chris Hawk looks composed. But when that bell rings, that's when we'll know.
If you notice so, look at Tom Barron with the very bright tights.
They are eye-catching, to say the least.
It's a good one wearing my sunglasses, to be quite honest with you.
But you just emphasises that he is representing Thai Dynamite tonight. You know, if Hawk can come out with that damn selfie stick, then I'm sure Tom Barron can wear the tie-dye tights.
He needs that selfie stick. He needs that selfie stick. He needs to let his people know just how popular he is.
Oh, Chris Hawk wants to test his strength here.
Is that wise?
The smile on Tom Barron's face, he'll just go along with anything. Oh, now
I think
that... Oh, sorry, justify that, Major. That is grossly unnecessary.
I will do. It's perfectly legal.
And now Barron's had enough. That's how you wake the beast. And Tom Hawk now getting the hell out of dodge from Tom Barron.
Hawk is warming up. He's good for cardio, you know.
He's had weeks to warm up.
I mean, he needs to turn around, though, to be quite fair with you.
Barron Baron's waiting for him.
Yeah, I think he just realised there now.
Oh, and the same applied to Hawk, but with authority from Baron.
Well, I can't really say much about that because that was perfectly legal as well, I suppose.
It certainly was, and there's a forearm from Baron following up that slap and a back elbow. And Baron starting off on fire here. Hawk taken out with a clothesline.
Baron's got a great big smile on his face.
Well, I said he's had it from the very beginning. He enjoys what he does.
See, that slap originally by Hawk was knocking that smile off Baron's face. But I don't think he seemed to have worked.
No, it's returned pretty quickly. Shoulder tackle. Leapfrog by Hawk. And again, got to remember Hawk is a cruiser style, and that was quicker than a hiccup right there.
And I think Baron just broke his nose.
Baron set face first, and now Hawk posterior first into the canvas.
Have you ever landed like that on your backside?
Not if I can help it.
Yeah, he needs to catch his breath now. Hawk just trying to catch his breath. That's what he's trying to do.
You've got to be wary of Satchel Jones on the outside, who swung for Tom Baron there.
There we go. Cardio, good for cardio. Getting himself warm, getting himself psyched up for this match. That's what that running around is for.
Well, we all know that Hawk is quick. He's nimble enough. In fact, he's as nimble as he is effective in the ring.
Nimble like a ballet dancer. Let's try and
Well,
say
sometimes his attitude mirrors one. Shoulder charge in the corner now. Baron pinned into that turnbuckle post.
You cannot see him as a ballet dancer. A ballet dancer.
One or the other would suit.
I knew what I meant anyway.
Tom Baron trying to fight back here, but Chris Hawk has stunned him with that shot in the corner.
You notice now Baron's not smiling anymore.
No, he's grimacing.
This looks painful to me.
Oh, and well, that was just on the right side of legal, the upper thigh underneath, taking the punishment there rather than the groin.
You said it yourself, just about legal. That was nowhere near his groin, that was his upper thighs, you just said.
He will bend the rules, bend them.
He's not bending them.
Cover. 1.5.
Exactly, 1, 2, 3.
And remember, Lights, Camera, Action victorious on the last show, and that's one of the reasons why Hawk is so bitter, believing he deserves to be in this tournament. But,
again, that's justifiable, though, really. It is justifiable.
Oh, and Hawk with a big elbow to the inside leg. Tom Baron now having that left leg taken apart.
I'm going to say mangled.
Oh, I hope that won't be the case. Now drops both the knees.
I think it will be mangled if he keeps doing that to him, though.
Well, it'll certainly do some damage to the patella as Hawk holds on. Rolls into a cover, trying to end this one early, but Baron shouldering out.
Now, Hawk is getting a bit frustrated now, but he needs to calm himself down. If he gets frustrated, he's going to make mistakes.
He's got to realise that Baron is versatile in all styles. He will adapt to any situation. He can fight back with the best of them.
Now, you said he's going to adapt to situations. Is he adapting to this situation?
Give him time.
Having his leg being, well, destroyed. You know, for lack of better words.
Satchel Jones prowling ringside. Just keeping an eye out for his fellow comrade. They've got the lights, they've got the cameras, but ultimately it's the action that matters tonight as Hawk hooks the leg, gets a 2.
I was about to say that was the action, but he kicked out, so... Again, he's getting frustrated, the referee. He needs to turn around.
You don't take it out on the referee. He's counted a perfectly legal 2 there. So you hear that, Major? I threw perfectly legal in there for you.
I know you did. Copyright infringement.
Shining Wizard. Didn't get hold of it, I don't think, but...
Oh.
And that proves it with a 1 count. Baron resilient as ever.
Well, Baron now, you know, he looks to be short-winded. I'll say that much. He looks to be a bit short-winded in this match.
I don't think you can underestimate him like that.
Chris Hawk, though, he needs to turn round. Because Baron now is back to his feet.
Did you see that? No, Satchel handing Hawk something there.
It's a pair of brass knucks. That's what I believe that is.
Well, your observance should now turn to a complete disgust at that. That is not bending the rules. That's breaking them. Look out, Tom!
Throw you know, baby.
Baron, get out of it, Major! Get out! FB beautifully connected! That's the leg! That could well be! No, it isn't!
No, it's not.
And Baron has got him! He's trying to get him in the Paragon! He's got him in the Paragon!
He's better not tap out. He can't tap out to this.
He could well do! He has done! He has done! The Paragon! And Baron, out of absolutely nothing, is victorious in the opening bout.
Oh, I have to say this much. Baron did put a lot of effort into that, but you got to feel for that, that leg, that thigh that did get destroyed by Chris Hawk. But you know, you can see
this match. I'll tell you, Major, this match was all about laying down a statement. And tonight, at Chris Hawk's expense, Tom Baron has done just that.
To be fair though, Baron did spend most of the time laying down.
Baron takes his own business. He takes his matches seriously. And tonight, he is the one who is once again smiling. Chris Hawkes. Ego has taken a battering.
I don't think his ego has taken a battering. I think it's his body.
Well, it's left for Satchel Jones to do his bit for lights, camera, action. Amazing resilience by Tom Baron there.
It was. I know the crowd now are clapping for this this fantastic match. And Baron is getting a good reception on his
He's certainly done a number on the knee, but he's doing a great job of playing to the crowd as he does. Baron showed guts and bravado.
This next contest is a first round match in the Life Changer Championship. And it's a single match scheduled for 1 fall.
I believe this is unlucky.
Introducing
it's
first, weighing in at 154 pounds, from Penarth, South Wales, the Touch!
Well, the appetite is wet and it's time for the Life Changer Championship tournament, and the first out is the Touch.
I believe the Touch is... I don't think he's in a very good mood
No,
today.
he doesn't.
He's certainly not in a good mood.
Well, as you mentioned, it's very uncomfortable, this situation, because these guys are friends, but what is wrong with the Touch?
I like him, to be fair. I think he's alright.
Well, he doesn't look in a particularly jovial mood. I've seen him in many a happy frame of mind when the Bearded Dragons have been together, but this is a different side of him.
It's a very different side of him, to be quite honest with you. You know, I think he's a bit frustrated that the crowd are booing him. I think that's what it is. The crowd are booing him, he's not happy about it. I'm going to say that. I'm not making excuses for him, though.
Well, the crowd are booing him because of the abuse he's throwing at them. These guys, best friends from the same time, trained together, came into the business together.
Came into the building together.
And
I don't know what to make of this one.
Weighing in at 224 pounds, also from Penarth, South Wales, tabbing Dave Williams!
His name says it all. Are we going to see a dab?
Are you a Dabbing Dave fan?
No, personally, I can't dab, can you?
I'd leave it to the professionals. And we're about to see one.
We are.
In every sense of the word.
There we go.
Dabbing Dave!
That's it. I told you we want to see a dab.
Dave Williams, the Dr. Dabbing, a crowd favourite. In fact, as if he could have had anything else to his personality that would have got the crowd going. They love him here.
They do. You know, even the Lord Mayor looks to be impressed with Dabbing Dave.
Well, he's got a big smile on his face, and that's what Dave Williams is all about. He wrestles with a smile, and he gives the crowd one giant smile. The Touch is focused.
That's where you need to be in this industry. Oh, I think every week you got a dab.
Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated.
Well, you appreciate the dab.
I do. Chris Thomas sounds a bell, and here we go.
He pointed for us then. I think I'm a bit confused where the bell were.
That bell is the difference between the first man to advance in the round into the second round of the Life Changer Championship trophy. Look at Touch. He is really out of touch with the crowd today. Williams is waiting for a handshake. He's not going to get one here at this rate. What?
He just ripped up a sign there by... Oh dear.
I don't know what to say here. This is totally unlike him and totally unnecessary. And what's that all about?
I can't really justify that, to be quite fair with you, because he did put his hand out for a handshake and he just turned it away. Well, I think the Touch is more serious, he's more focused. He doesn't care about dabbing, he cares about winning.
Well, that's what they're here for. The second round is at stake now as these guys tie up. Dave Williams, the bigger man, but Touch taking him into the corner and slapping his friend across the face.
Do you think they're still friends after this? I don't think so.
Well, I think that's rattled Dave's cage, that's for sure.
I think friends will go out the window.
Dave Williams has Touch by the throat, and now into the corner with the Beal throw. And a dab for good measure.
That's just being cocky, to be fair.
He's being confident in my book.
See, the Touch is out enough. He's not
You can't walk out of this tournament. The Touch cannot walk out of the Life Changer tournament. He cannot do that.
I think he's about to be fair.
It's in his best interest to stay here and fight and try and win this thing.
But as you see the torrent of abuse from the fans, and, well, Davin Dave don't look impressed either, to be fair, so I think he's about to walk out.
Davin Dave hasn't looked impressed since that early slap. We've seen 2 matches now start with that. There's a lot of disrespect flowing through this building today. Hopefully the better will prevail.
Again,
And now,
I'll say the same thing as in the last match, cardio.
I'm getting a bit of deja vu here. A touch off the ropes, back body drop by Dave Williams. Followed by a gargantuan scoop slam.
Well, what goes up must come down, as they say.
Touch at the ground hard there. Off the ropes again. Leapfrog over the head of Williams, and then a big soccer kick to the back of the knee, and then a chop block following. You've got to take out the vertical base of a guy the size of Williams.
I agree with that, but I think it's also smart strategy as well. You know, target that leg, keep him on the ground. That's the best way to win this match. You cannot win the match when you're on the floor.
We've already seen a strategy unfolding now from the touch. The knee taken out of Williams, and he continues that assault. Williams trying to sit up to get himself some... Oh, and then an elbow dropped to the inside of the knee. Hooking that ankle, and that right leg's going nowhere.
Well, it's not going nowhere when it's not in that position.
I think this was his plan from the off.
But you know, again, he's targeting that leg. Again, smart strategy. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. He needs to keep Davin Dave on the ground. Davin Dave cannot possibly win this match when he's flat on his back.
You don't want to get into a fist fight with Dave Williams. You don't want to get into a situation where you have to stand and face him, and that's exactly what the touch is avoiding.
Or a dabbing contest.
I don't think a dabbing contest is going to win you this trophy. And
no, I suppose not, but...
repeatedly driving the knee into the back of the knee.
It's a focal point. It's a focal point.
He is aiming for the knee, because the knee, to be honest with you, is a very easy target.
Well, if he takes out that knee, you know, what base has Davin Dave got? He can't walk.
Well, what was it? A one-legged man won't win a butt-kicking contest. That's exactly what you're seeing here. Is Dave Williams at the moment is one-legged.
He'd be like Long John Silver.
Very long John Silver. Dave Williams standing at well over 6 feet 2, 224 pounds, and this is the only way that Touch can keep him down. And the fans aren't having this. They're not liking this at all.
No, they're not. You notice now, you know, the crowd have gone a little bit quiet. That's purely because Davin Dave, like I said before, flat on his back and having his leg tweaked.
Well, he's also built the crowd up. He's got them jumping, he's got them smiling, he's got them cheering, but now Touch is completely obliterating that by this constant, relentless attack. I'm very surprised by Touch's behaviour today.
Yeah, to be fair, so was I. I was expecting, you know, a classy showmanship kind of attitude from the Touch.
I was expecting a classic wrestling match in this. But we're seeing something different. We're seeing two guys that all of a sudden have an issue.
All I can say, you know, in his defence, is that the Touch, you know, is getting a bit displeased, shall I say, about the treatment he's received from the crowd. And that's wound him up.
Well, the Bearded Dragons are certainly not so at the moment.
No.
Dave Williams has to use all 8 years of his professional...
And that leg, you know, just...
His professional experience to get out of this situation.
I'm sorry to cut you off there, but that leg, again, you know, it's hooked on that bottom rope, and he's putting his old body weight on that. Here we go again, look. There we go. That body weight on that leg.
He can only use those ropes for so long, but he's using them to effect in the time that he's given.
Yeah, he's given a 5 count, which is the, you know, the legal requirement, and he's using that.
That's right. And another stomp to the side of the knee. This is Dave Williams' first tournament. It could be his last at this rate.
You know, he's challenging the fans now to get in the ring, but I don't think that's a good idea, to be fair. I don't think I'd want to be in there with them.
Well, Touch is displaying something they don't like. He's usually sharp, agile, unpredictable, resilient, but today there's a real streak in him.
A vicious streak, to be
A real mean streak.
Well, it is vicious. And again, back to that leg.
Oh! And you felt that from here.
I did.
Thought he had a crack.
Oh, I thought that was me, sorry.
Joints not what they used to be.
No, not at my age.
This is such an uncomfortable situation. Touch and Williams, you know, they don't always reside in the same sentence usually. I mean, it's a professional quest, we all know that, but is Touch taking it a little far here?
Well, what surprised me is they both arrived in the building together. That surprised me, and, you know...
He's scaling the heights here, and drops a big elbow onto the knee. There can't be much more in the tank. Of the tank, Dave Williams.
Well, I said before, you know, I thought it was bad from the bottom, you know, from the bottom rope, having driving his body weight into his leg. But, you know, from the top rope, you know, that velocity, you know, we ever good at science? Because I certainly weren't.
Well, certainly the biology was not my strong point, but it doesn't take skills in that to realise that Dave Williams is in a whole lot of trouble here.
And pain. Let's get that in there.
It takes his striking prowess out, because when he strikes hard, Dave Williams. The whole venue feels it. But today he can't get one in at all.
That's because, well, what we're saying, well, he's beginning to fight back a little bit now. You know, the touch, you know, again, using the 5 count to his advantage, using the ropes to his advantage. You know, the ropes can be a weapon. You know, they can be effective in their own right.
Well, he's been dragging Williams' knee across those ropes from the off here. Williams sent it to the corner. He is limping to the corners. That can't do it any good.
Well, no, you know, he's trying to put weight on that leg.
No, he does not connect with a splash. Touch knew what he was doing though. But Williams with a big clothesline.
Again, you know, this is now time for, you know, David Dave to try and get back to the vertical base, which he has done.
It's only just, but he'll manage to get Touch back into the ring.
No, he needs to keep that momentum going now, does, you know, Davin Dave. He needs to keep that momentum going. Okay, sure, he's had that leg pretty much, well, destroyed beyond belief.
Torn apart.
Yeah, torn apart, as you said.
Davin Dave has Touch in the corner now. Irish whip to the corner.
And a dab for good measure.
Can he follow it up with something? No, he can't. Touch with a boot. Touch waiting for Dave to face him. He missed him.
I don't think that was wise.
He's going for that German. He's headed to the turnbuckle. We could see an early victory here and a surprise one for Davin Dave. He's going to get it. He might just hit it. Yes, he does. German suplex. Touch his head bouncing off the top turnbuckle.
That was like the right to the back of the neck as well, to be fair. You know, the back of the neck and the top of the back of the neck, just reaching the head. You know,
real whiplash effect.
It is real. It's like being in a car accident.
Well, hopefully, I mean, more than anything, that is buying Davin Dave some time.
Man, lots of time. He needs to catch his breath now. Catch his breath. Get back on his feet before the Touch does.
Well, the atmosphere has turned hostile in the referee is in a Welsh pit of rage at the moment. And the Touch is the first to mount the offense. He's got Dave on his shoulders, impressive strength. Davin Dave turns it over. And now Touch, fireman carry. And there the F5 connects.
The F5, but look at this now. He should be going for the cover, but instead he's still in that leg. That leg must have been playing him after that F5.
The pain in his leg must be searing through him now for him not to go for a cover immediately.
But again, though, this could be a good strategy as well for the Touch. You know, Davin Dave's not going for that cover. The Touch is also having time to recover. But the referee now is, you know, is starting that count. Well, the count to 6
now at 6. And Dave is turning the Touch over. Has the time pass? Cover 2. And Touch raising the shoulder before the 3 count.
See, that's what I was meaning. You know, that time that Davin Dave spent on the mat holding that leg, it gave the Touch time to recover, time to kick out, time to catch his breath.
Valuable seconds.
Yeah, all 6 of them.
Well, it's only going to take 3 seconds to take you through to the second round of this tournament. Which one of these guys is going to find the tenacity?
I don't know, but Davin Dave again, feeling that leg. It's almost like he's trying to, you know, hit that leg to try and
he
get...
He can't leave it alone. He's trying to get the feeling back in it, but the back elbow connects, cutting Touch off. And the second one.
You think he'd be used to those by now. The second time it's happened to him.
Well, he's going for a third. And the third time's a charm. That one, you heard the slap echoing across the building. And Davin Dave now, gets that knee taken out just when he was finding his feet.
Finding his feet. I think Davin Dave is on the floor again.
Well, Touch found his knee, that's for sure.
We've lost them feet now, haven't we?
This has been the perfect strategy in facing a big man.
What did you say before about being agile? He doesn't need to be agile to be effective. Let's get that right.
Well, you're right, but he's going for a submission here. Is he going for a sharpshooter of some kind or a... look at the shape. Look at the shape that Dave Williams' knee is in right now. Look at the position.
Look at the fact that he's okay. He's close to the rope.
The modified STF.
Can't reach him. You know, is Davin Dave going to tap right now? Is Davin Dave going to tap?
He's so close. He can reach those ropes. He's got to reach those ropes. And he does.
Just about. Remember that 5 count is coming into play yet again. You know, the Touch is using that 5 count to his advantage.
Well, has the STF done some damage?
I think both men, have taken a beating here. Both men have taken, taken it out of them, to be quite fair with you. But now, he's just waiting for him to get up.
He's stalking him. Touch is getting impatient. Dave Williams struggling to get to the knee that Touch is destroyed in this.
It's like deer in the headlights, I suppose.
And the pain is etched across his face, and Touch is waiting for him. This could be the death knell for Williams. And Dabbing Dave countering the Irish whip. Going for the mugshot driver. Is he going to connect? Yes, he is! The referee down for the count. He's got it. Dabbing Dave has eliminated the Touch and advances to the next round.
With bad leg and all. You've got to think back. He did that pretty much one leg.
He did it on one leg. An incredible achievement.
Finals of the Life Changer
He
Tournament.
had the perfect game plan. And I suppose, in one sense, he executed that plan to perfection. The only trouble is, Dabbing Dave did get that win, did get that 3, did get that victory.
Incredible victory. The bearded dragons collided, and the larger dragon has come out on top in this. Touch can't believe it.
He's not impressed. He's not happy at all.
No, he hasn't been from the moment he stepped out here.
No, he's received a torrent of abuse from the fans. I don't think that's going to change.
He's reciprocated it every minute. What was he expecting? Incredible performance from Dabbing Dave, despite an onslaught on that right leg.
Well, I think Dabbing Dave just seems to have to get out of the way.
I somehow don't think this one is over.
No, neither do I. But either way, he just climbed that top rope and he just landed again on that bad leg. It must be playing him. Can't even get out of the ring. That's the question.
Well, to be honest, Williams, he has overcome so many obstacles here. He's managed to not only get over the shock of Touch's betrayal at the beginning, but also that injured leg, capture a place in the next round. Touch, in my opinion, he got what he deserved.
Well, I don't think he did, because at the end of the day, Touch had the perfect game plan. I keep saying that. He had the perfect game plan. The only trouble were, he wasn't able to execute it to the fullest.
Well, he will face either Mustafa Khan or Don Mason. It will be a big battle.
This next contest is a first round match in the Life Changer Tournament.
My pick. Remember that one, my pick.
I haven't forgotten.
The most valuable pick.
Place a lot of value on your opinions.
I'm allowed on. That's a free country, and it's perfectly legal.
Being accompanied to the ring by his manager, he's the Persian heavyweight champion.
Now this man don't want to upset him. Don't want to upset him. Benjamin says himself, he's the Persian heavyweight champion. A very prestigious title.
That he is. And his manager, Sheikh Mohammed Khan.
Relatives?
I believe that's undisclosed at the moment.
Yeah. I believe the relatives. I've got my insiders. I know their relatives.
This man is the Persian heavyweight champion. Do you know who this man is? He conquered Persia, and now he's going to conquer England. This man, right here. Sit down and shut your mouth. Come on, Mustafa, this is your shot.
I don't want him coming over here. He is 6'3", 313 pounds of demolition, this man. The Prince of Destruction.
You've done your homework and you said yourself, the Prince of Destruction. My pick. He is going to bulldoze his way through this tournament. Starting with Don Mason, he is going to be destroying. What does Don Mason call himself? The self-proclaimed boulder breaker. I think his boulder's going to get broken.
Well, in order to beat Khan, you pretty much have to break boulders, because this guy is the equivalent of one.
He's taking a fight now with Benjamin. I'm not too sure what Benjamin's done.
There's no need to behave like this with a ring announcer. He's got a job to do just like the rest of us.
Yeah, but I'm glad he's in there and not me. I'll put it that way. Now he's got a fight with the rest
Well,
of the
we're probably next at this rate. Plus the cameraman.
I don't care about the cameraman. I care about my safety.
And his opponent, weighing in at 280 pounds, from the Scream Factory, he is the Boulder Breaker, Don Mason!
The Boulder Breaker, Don Mason. If anybody, in my opinion, can take down Mustafa Khan, it's this man.
But again, Mustafa Khan, he's had some interesting words for the Boulder Breaker on social media recently.
He certainly has.
What did he call him? an internet warrior, a keyboard warrior.
Yes, I did see that. He did say that, Khan said this guy's a keyboard warrior. He's a true warrior, Khan. Apparently, he's got to back that up.
I'm sure he can, to be fair.
Well, I'm sure he can. The heavyweight champion kickboxers won titles everywhere he's been. Surely this man backs it up. But look at Don Mason. The guy's ready.
Yeah, he's ready, but he's no Mustafa Khan. I'm just going to say that to you. He's no Mustafa Khan. You know, I reckon that Don Mason must be a little bit scared. He must be.
Well, to be honest, I mean, Don Mason did say earlier this week that he has no interest in the charity and the cause. He's little compassion. All he cares about is walking in here and walking out as the LC champion.
Well, I suppose that's one attitude to have, and may not necessarily be the right attitude.
And certainly disregarding the sentiments, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. And even Mustafa Khan is shaking his head at this. Even he's not impressed. He's turned his back to him. No, that's how unimpressed he is with Don Mason. Well, in fact, he's picking a fight with somebody else in the audience now.
Well, Mustafa Khan has said already himself that he would quite happily take on the entire ensemble, the entire roster here tonight on his own. Why bother with a tournament? His confidence is oozing out.
Yeah, well, yeah. You need confidence, though, don't you?
When you're that size, I don't know.
Well, to be fair, though, you can be confident, but you do need to back it up. Now, I think as soon as the referee does sound the bell, we're all going to find out if Mustafa Khan can back it up, and the same with Don Mason, to be fair, as well. But even though Don Mason has had choice words about this cause, you know, he's still got the crowd on his side, which surprised me, really.
Don Mason said earlier that he is mentally outwitting Mustafa. He said he was in his head. Is he in his head? Because to me, I'm not so sure.
No, neither am I, to be fair, and, you know, the referees, well, getting a bit of abuse now from Mustafa Khan, still.
I wouldn't want to be in the middle of these two, to be honest.
No, neither would I.
Well, both these guys won their matches last year. Khan beating Karl Radanovic in a chain match. Mason beating Satchel Jones in submission, both in gimmick matches. But today, there is more at stake. There's a next round to go through to and a trophy at stake.
Now, let's be fair about this. You know, Mustafa Khan does not need a gimmick. He does not need the gimmick to get over.
We've got to also remember that Don Mason won his match last year with help from Lights Camera Action, so he's on his own today.
That's the way it should be, but, you know, I can't really say the same because Mustafa Khan has got his manager, you know, a relative.
Well, I'm thinking that Sheikh Mohammed...
quick roll up here.
Come here, wait a minute. Don Mason surprised us all though with a roll up, trying to end this match as quickly as possible.
He even caught you off guard.
He certainly did, and that's an incredible achievement in itself.
I know. You know me on the ball.
Don Mason can't knock down Khan.
I'm not surprised. I think you should try it again.
He's going to go for it a second time, and once again Mustafa just standing his ground.
Is it going to be a third time? He's going to try it for a third time? I do not know. He's going to try it again.
Here comes Mason a third time. Or maybe not.
Okay, a bit of trickery there from a...
Stamp to the foot was unusual offence.
Yeah, I'm sure I've seen that before somewhere.
Mason, running knee to the head.
Well, he's got the big man down.
And a senton splash.
Really?
That could do it. This could end early. Referee down for the count. And Mustafa kicking out at 2.
I think Mustafa, you know, I think he's been caught off guard here. To be quite fair.
I think he has.
You know, he spent more time arguing with the referee, arguing with Benjamin, arguing with the fans, and now he's on the mat. Which...
Look at Mason. He is adamant that he is going to end this match.
He needs to get up. My thing needs to get up.
You were right about Sheikh Mohammed. He is up on the ring apron. He could be a key player in this entire tournament.
He's only offering moral support. I keep saying that.
He can offer moral support without getting up on the ring apron. And Mustafa Khan now suddenly exploding on Mason in the corner thanks to that distraction.
The referee almost got himself.
And a huge splash.
Another huge splash. Is he going to go one more?
Going for the hat trick. I don't think Mason can take another one of these.
Oh, I was going to say a trifecta, but the trifecta failed.
You speak too soon.
I did. I think I'm going to get words there.
Mason with forearms to the jaw. Mustafa trying to shake the cobwebs off. And going, he got a big boot. Caught him in the nose there. I think Mustafa's got a chokehold on. That's a chokehold, Major. I'm sure it is.
It is a chokehold. I can't really see from this angle, but it does look like a chokehold. But again, he does have that 5 count at the referee's discretion.
Mason is fading here, and
is this going to be it? I think it's over. It's going to be over.
Those giant arms of Mustafa, and now he's got him in the scissors.
You know, wrapped him giant legs around the body of Don Mason.
And it's over. It's over. The referee, Phil Robinson, has rang for the bell.
Yeah, and for some reason, the bell seems to be over here.
I'm amazed.
Toronto! Listen, Persian heavyweight champion, he's going to the finals. That's one.
You know, Don Mason, he did this to himself. He was that, you know, cocky and that, you know, arrogant, you know, to, you know, disrespect the cause, as it were. And he's forgotten about his opponent, and that being Mustafa Khan.
That's right, you cannot take your eyes and your concentration off the goal and the purpose of the tournament, and that, I think, is what Don Mason did.
You know,
He was all talk.
He was all talk, but again, at Mustafa Khan, though, he was the same, and he has backed it up. The thing is, Mustafa Khan is now picking a fight with the audience again.
He didn't even have to use the much-feared chokeslam.
I think that's one blessing for Don Mason. Maybe not much of a blessing, but, you know, a slight blessing. I think you better watch out here, Bibby.
You can stay well away from me.
Yeah, you're lucky. I'm the closest to him.
Well, Khan now has to get through the tank.
He's in the second round now.
That is Dave Williams, but he's on fire. Two big dogs will go to battle in a titanic battle in the next round. Well, what a surprise. Don Mason's still out there now, trying to wonder exactly where he is.
I think, you know, in his mind now, he's probably thinking it's Christmas.
Well, he's certainly got an early unpleasant gift. The Mason's getting applause. I'm surprised.
You know, you're not the only one there. I'm very surprised that he is getting applause for this. You know, after what he said, you know, on social media, he is still getting that applause, and I quite don't understand it. I really don't.
Don Mason talks a lot about leaving a path of destruction, but today he seems to have gained some support.
He has. I think that's because of his efforts. He did give some efforts. I'll say that. That might be the reason why.
We can't forget that does put us, like I said before, in a situation where we have two big guys in the next round of the Life Changer Championship tournament.
Yep.
It's dark, this place. Oppressively dark. At sea, open waters, deep trouble. It drowns me. No one knows that I'm way out of my depth, that I'm in debt. Keep swimming, the shore can't be far. But I've been out here for days, or is it months? Years? Alone. I am alone. That's the worst part, that no one knows. I never thought that would be me. I never thought I'd feel so weak. I never thought I would struggle to give my kids what they need. But they need, and I have nothing to give. If I blur out this ocean, this black, this blue, it hurts less. I feel less. My mind in tatters, gripped by anxiety. When was the last time I laughed? Smiled? When was the last time I breathed without taking in water? I just don't know what happened, how I got here, how I fell into the struggle of not eating, of ends not meeting, of hungry, of cold, of lonely, endlessly attacked by these waves of darkness and despair and devastation, of threats and guilt and accusation, of day after day, day after day, depression, rock bottom, wave after wave. Does it never end? They're building and breaking, they're breaking, I'm breaking. I throw all my might into this one sound. Save me! Save me!
This next contest is a first round match in the Life Changer tournament. And it is a singles match scheduled for 1 fall.
Am I allowed to have 2 picks in this contest? I think my
Introducing first, weighing in at 126 pounds, from the Rotten Stall, Ryan Keith O'Reilly!
I think that's the last show without defeat. I think Ryan Keith O'Reilly has got a point to prove today.
Yeah, but I also, to me, this guy has been nothing but ungrateful.
I know I disagree with you. I disagree with you, he is a great competitor. And I believe that Valo, was letting him down. And he said, that is his. That is going to be his.
Yeah, that was a nice little acknowledgement there, but to be honest with you, this guy, Valo was brought him through the ranks. He brought him to the show last year. He gave him that opportunity, and to me, he let him down.
Yeah. I disagree, he didn't let him down at all. You've got to think about it this way. Ryan Keith O'Reilly, he's been living in the shadows of Valo, for so long now. And I think Keith thinks it's about time he broke away. He needs to break away from Valo.
Well, you've got to respect where you came from, and I don't think that Ryan Keith O'Reilly does that. I also don't think he's going to be getting the keys to Bradford anytime soon with the way he just dismissed the mayor.
Well, I don't think Ryan Keith O'Reilly wants the keys to Bradford, to be quite honest with you.
I don't think Bradford wants it.
Only thing that Ryan Keith O'Reilly wants, he wants that trophy. That's all he wants.
Weighing in at 175 pounds, from Blackburn, he is the head of operations at RWL, Valo!
Well, you've also got to think about it this way as well. Benjamin just said he is the head of operations at the RWL. Now, from that, he is not in the ring as often as what Ryan Keith O'Reilly is.
So you're saying he's a little rusty in the ring, is what you're trying to say?
Yeah, he is. He's going to be a little bit rusty.
He also has experience.
Well, yeah, he has got experience, but Ryan Keith O'Reilly won't be as rusty as what Valo is.
This is my pick. This is my pick for the trophy. Valo.
Your pick. I want to see how far your pick gets you. It probably won't get you that far.
This man is a veteran. He's been everywhere.
Well, again, we've been acknowledged. Your pick acknowledged you. I'll say that. It didn't acknowledge me.
Well, Valo has enough stripes to be satisfied. There's no such word as enough in Valo's vocabulary.
Now, I'm going to say to you, look at the back of Valo's shirt. What does it say? It says curb stomp. Now, nobody has kicked out of that curb stomp. Nobody.
He has that in his arsenal. The fact that move is literally soul-destroying. It is face-destroying. It is completely and utterly deadly.
It is deadly, but Ryan Keith O'Reilly has that RKO. Beats that, it's going to be game over.
And it could well be out of nowhere, as we saw after the match last year. And surely Valo has got to be full of resentment for that.
And, to be quite honest with you, I don't think Ryan Keith O'Reilly's impressed by all this, and, for good reason. He's not going to be impressed by every... and I think that's that resentment, coming into play there, as you mentioned, Libby.
O'Reilly was Valo's protege. It is a master versus the apprentice.
A nice show of respect there, Valo. They've gone.
Fans need to making some noise for Valo here.
Yeah, well, Ryan Keith O'Reilly's not really bothered about the fans or Valo.
And Keith going straight away for Valo, who just sidesteps him with ease.
I think just eating the turnbuckle. A chest full of turnbuckle can't feel good.
I don't think that O'Reilly realises just how much Valo's done for him. Valo's forgotten more than Keith knows.
Well, that may be, but, he has got that RKO in his arsenal, and he can pull it out of nowhere. But there is more to him than that.
Oh.
And I've been, cut up there because...
O'Reilly going for a crossbody that failed miserably.
At least he put him down, not nice of him.
But now that he wants to get in a striking match with Valo, I'm not sure how good an idea that is, and Valo not taking the shoulder tackle.
I think Ryan Keith O'Reilly was trying to go for a bit of test of strength there, trying to knock Valo off his feet. But it works the other way around, and Ryan Keith O'Reilly's off his feet.
Valo dropping O'Reilly with a shoulder tackle. He has blamed Keith for that defeat to Ty Dynamite for the last year.
I was about to say to you, Ryan Keith O'Reilly needs to move there, but he didn't move at all.
Valo, second rope, crossbody, hooks the leg, 2.
It was nearly all over for Ryan Keith O'Reilly, after that crossbody.
And now the armbar applied. He's just trying to slow it down a little, Valo here, and put some hurt in on
Yeah.
O'Reilly.
You know, you got to pick a spot and target that spot throughout the match. And you know, I'm not sure if that's Valor's strategy, but it may be.
I think he'll want to hurt O'Reilly in this just a little bit, just to remind him who is the experienced one, who brought him to the dance, and who got him where he is.
And I think that kick to the bottom of the spine may have just proved that.
Oh, absolutely. Suplex coming. High offense there with a suplex, lateral press.
He needs to kick out.
O'Reilly does kick out at 2.
You know, that lower back, that lower back must be hurting after that stomp onto the lower back.
It was a vicious kick.
Well, I think Valor's now beginning to get a bit frustrated because he was convinced that was a free count.
Well, Valo's starting to up the tempo now with the aggression.
He's up in the tempo, but he can't lose focus. That's the issue here.
He has waited a year for revenge.
Again, would you say this is wise strategy? Because I don't think it is. He's targeting the referee, but he should be targeting Ryan Keefe O'Reilly.
There's no reason to speak to the referee of this. He just needs to get on with his job, and that was that needed no call, Major.
He didn't, to be fair.
And now he's got O'Reilly on the ropes here.
It needs to let him go. This is not fair. This is not fair to Keith.
Well, we've seen petulance from Keith, there's no doubt. But Valo's aggression here.
But Valo's not done. Well, I don't know what to say anymore. Oh, he's telling the audience to be quiet.
Oh!
And that I felt that. I felt that from back here.
You could feel that in Leeds. That was not another. One was enough. And Valo, second time with a brutal kick to the shoulder blades, the up at the neck's got to take some.
Is he all right?
I don't know.
Is he all right? The referee's got a very important call to make here. What's he doing?
I'm finding this to be a little different a contest to what I was expecting.
I'm very disconcerting, to be quite fair. Well, what's he doing now? You cannot tell me this is wrestling.
Oh, this is getting a little out of hand now. Valo needs to just calm down and focus on winning the match.
You know, now he's having a go at the crowd, the same crowd that were cheering him for.
What? Why is he?
I think he's just. What did he say about that anger and that frustration? You know, he is frustrated.
What is wrong with Valo? Valo asking the crowd if they wanted to.
The referee needs to step in here. I think he needs to step in. You know, Keith cannot be okay.
Major, I'm struggling here. I mean, this is not what I expected. Valo seems to have lost his head.
You're struggling. I'm lost for words.
Big splash, and O'Reilly is.
Again, we've got to remain professional here.
He's on Dream Street.
Dream Street. It's
nonchalant cover, and O'Reilly isn't going to give up. We've never accused him of being a quitter.
He's you know, Keith. I think he's just trying to get somebody to cheer for him here, and we are beginning.
But this is unusual. Keith came out with that swagger, that bravado, and now all of a sudden he needs the crowd.
Did you just see them? You know, Valo mocking the crowd there, the clapping.
I can't understand what's happened. We've already had one suplex, and Valo's looking to make it 2.
Again, that lower back. You got to think about that lower back, Keith.
Oh, he somehow got out. He landed on his feet. Incredible agility by O'Reilly. And
I told you, out of nowhere.
Keith, incredibly, O'Reilly is there. Oh, kicked out of the RKO.
My second pick was half a count away from winning. Half a count, half.
And look at Valo, he's immediately up. And a vicious clothesline. How did he pop up from that?
I don't know, but I think the mistake that Keith made there, he turned his back. He shouldn't have done that. He should have turned his back. And this is not wrestling. This is...
No. The front row have nothing to do with this, Valo.
No.
There's no need...
I think you should focus on, Keith rather than the crowd.
Keith had his moment with the RKO, but incredibly...
Be a sharpshooter.
Not only did Valo kick out, but he also popped immediately up with the clothesline.
I could be wrong here.
This curb stomp is being threatened.
Well, I think he's calling for it.
O'Reilly's got to get out of this.
And I did mention it before. Nobody kicked out to that.
Oh, and there it is.
This match is over.
And it is over.
I said before, nobody kicked out to that curb stomp. Nobody. And I'm shocked, to be quite honest with you. I am shocked at the actions of Valo.
Your
Not
winner
right.
and advancing to the semi-finals.
But what Valo went about that victory there is completely unexpected.
victory is not deserved.
It's tainted.
It is tainted. It's not deserved. You know, I can be biased here, but if that were me, if I was in the referee in that contest, I would give Keith the victory.
Hang on, this isn't needed. What is he doing? What's he doing? He's got O'Reilly by the fingers.
What's he trying to do? He's not trying to break his fingers, is he?
Oh, that is too much.
That's diabolical. That's despicable.
What is Valor playing at?
Keith's fingers, could be broken after that.
I think he's broken the fingers of Ryan Keith O'Reilly. I really do. That.
And now what's he doing? Just like admiring his handiwork.
I mean, you tell me the treatment of him there was totally unacceptable. What has that proved?
That's proved nothing. And targeting young fans
and shouting in the face of the kids as well.
I'm sorry to say that. I don't agree with that. Targeting young fans. I don't think the young fans are very amused, to be quite honest with you.
Ridiculous behaviour from Valor. Okay. I don't know who the hell he thinks he is. Was he? I
don't know who we're looking at there, but I'm saying put it out. I don't think.
I mean, O'Reilly's going to need some medical attention. He's going to need to get to the nearest facility. That was
brutal. That's all that was.
That was cold and callous.
That was not part of a match. That's not fair wrestling.
No, I'm not going to make excuses for Valor. That was deplorable, unnecessary. And like I said before, what does it prove?
It proves nothing. That's what it proves. It proves absolutely nothing. And at the end of the day, Valor this was not justified. Okay, Keith may have had a bit of anger in him to start off with, but what Valor did was not called for.
No.
And he just gone for
He's walking out now. One hand is limp.
That's not. It's glad to see he's back on his feet, but I don't know what kind of state he's in.
Straight to the last first round bout.
This next contest is a first round match in the Life Changer tournament, and is a singles match scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 180 pounds, now residing in California, he is a member of Lights, Camera, Action, Satchel Jones!
Are you see them selfie sticks again?
Oh, they're coming out again. I mean, this is another. I mean, we said it was uncomfortable having Williams and Touch fighting one another as friends. To me, this is uncomfortable. We all know the unfortunate situation with Gareth Angel. I mean, we wish him the best. All we can hope is that whoever replaces him tonight against Satchel Jones can do him justice, and we'll find out in this next contest.
It is unfortunate that Angel can't be here tonight. That is very unfortunate. He can't be here. He's not clear to compete.
It's just the unfortunate side of this business.
It is. Injuries do occur.
Satchel Jones with a quite repulsive scarf.
But what did you say before about being, about Chris Holt being with him? He's on his own. Satchel Jones is on his own. He's doing this a proper way. Are you impressed by this? Was I?
Well, I'm surprised he hasn't come out with Chris Holt, but he obviously wants to do it alone. That's admirable. But what I don't like is Lights, Camera, Action. They said during the week that they want to collectively hold the Life Changer Championship trophy, and I think that's wrong. That you can't have three people holding a championship. This has to be one man, and one man holding it with honour. Very unreasonable and unfair to suggest such a thing.
Teams have had, tag teams, 2 men, and as a 3-man team can hold the title. So why can't this be the same? Why can't 2 men hold one trophy?
Well, I'm not liking it. I'm a traditionalist. And now Satchel Jones. Well,
you could stick to tradition, but I'll stick to realism.
It'd be nice if you could combine both, to be honest.
Well, I don't think that happens in sport.
Satchel Jones out here awaiting an opponent.
Well, it's just thinking for the referee to move out of the way. Which, that's nice. That's nice to say. Just a little
I mean, he's doing all this now. He's confident, but he doesn't know who he's going to get.
No, he could get anybody. It could get anybody.
With Angel not being medically cleared due to that internal bleeding gallbladder removal, I mean, who can they get?
I've flown in today from California.
Is there anybody working up to fight him?
Whoever will listen.
Shut up!
The crowd seem less than impressed by this.
It's a scarf, it's killing me.
I've came all this way, not only to be here with you people,
The crowd are not buying any of
To
this.
discover, Gareth Angel isn't even fit to compete.
I said so. Not clear to compete tonight. He's not.
That means they found a replacement. Do you not speak English? Without further ado, let's see who they've got to replace him.
Who have they got to replace him? This is what it's all about. Wait. What?
And his
You are
opponent,
kidding.
weighing in at 120 pounds.
What?
He is
It's him.
Oh, come on.
He's your teacher. He's
Oh,
your
for
preacher.
God's sake.
Gareth
He's your teacher.
Angel.
He's your preacher.
Are you for
Gareth
real?
Angel. Of course I'm for real.
You really think that's Gareth Angel?
I thought I said before I was a realist.
Oh, this is pathetic. I mean, are you really that naive, Major, to think that that was Gareth Angel?
I'm not naive. I'll say it before and I'll say it again. I'm a realist. You're on Dreamland.
If you were a realist, and you would have known that that was Chris Hawk all along, and this is distasteful. It's wrong in general. It's wrong on every level.
It's entertaining. It's comedy, is this?
We all know that Angel has been seriously laid up in hospital, and to do something like this is beyond the pale. Bring his opponent out and let's get this last first round match underway.
Does he have an opponent? Is there anybody worthy enough to fight him? That's what you've got to keep asking yourself.
Well, the crowd want Angel, which is nice to hear. But I mean, they're seriously going to have a match here. Chris, is this Chris Hawk's way of getting in the tournament by imitating Gareth Angel?
Rather effective way, to be fair.
He's not fit to wear the attire.
He's fit to wrestle, though. Which is something which... Well,
He's done it once tonight. He got his behind kick. He shouldn't be out here again.
He's having a match.
They're having a serious match here, and oh, are you kidding me?
There we go.
Can we?
Well, okay.
Wait a minute. The lights are.
Have we lost power?
That wasn't supposed to happen. I apologise to the folks at home for that. But meanwhile. Referee Phil Robinson was admonishing a count there, which, wait a minute. We've got
something.
Satchel Jones is as surprised as the rest of us here. What's...
I'm sort of bewildered at the moment. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, that pinfall never officially happened. I mean, it couldn't do anyways.
No. But what's the referee to do, though? Is he supposed to just continue the count? What's he supposed to do?
The bell shouldn't even have been wrong. I mean, that wasn't...
Everybody in this building is confused right now.
What is going on?
I can't turn it off. You know, we just stopped. I can't turn it off.
Satchel Jones screaming at us to turn the music off. We can't do a thing.
It's nothing to do with us.
But Major,
this is
what is going on? What is going on? Major, it's Gareth Angel! It's Gareth Angel!
I thought he wasn't cleared.
He's not been here, but how is he even fit to compete?
I don't know. I really don't know. But it's
Gareth Angel has shocked us all. I can't believe it. The crowd are going nuts.
And lifetime reaction are beside themselves right now.
The roof is coming off the light church. Gareth Angel is here, the real Gareth Angel.
And we've got an imitation Gareth Angel and the real Gareth Angel. I mean, they're fisticuffs right now.
We've got a fish scalp now. Angel attacking Hawk.
Satchel Jones now.
Satchel Jones going for the suicide dive, and he hits his partner.
I think he just realised what he's done as well. He's like checking on his partner, but that makes no difference at all because Gareth Angel now is just throwing Satchel Jones back into the ring.
This is a shocker. I'm amazed by this. The Divine Avenger is back.
Well, we said it before. He's a teacher. He's a preacher. And he's
the real Gareth Angel. He was in a hospital having surgery on April the 21st, and he has made it back.
Chris Hawkins just had a temper tantrum on the floor there, right in front of us.
Oh, this is going to be humiliating. The second humiliation of the night for Chris Hawk.
Oh, yeah, but I don't think our temper tantrum is going to help much. To be quite fair.
It's not going to do anybody any favours. He may as well leave now.
Go back to the ring, though. We've got Satchel Jones in there. You know, he's taking full control of Gareth Angel at the moment. You know, whipped him into the corner there.
Well, Angel, I mean, I don't know how wise this is, but I mean, he still looks like the same ring presence in there, and he just avoided Satchel Jones, who went shoulder first into the ring post with a roll up, 2, and a near fall.
Gareth Angel again half a second away from that free count, you know, and to say, he's had an injury and it wasn't cleared. Right now, he's taking full control of this match.
He can't be cleared.
But he's not cleared.
Deep in the crotch with a scoop slam. Gareth Angel.
He's riding carry boy, I suppose.
And Hawk's involved again at ringside. He hasn't left. I thought he'd have walked out with his tail between his legs, but he's decided to stick around.
I think the only thing that's hanging at the moment is his arm.
Jones, big drop kick in the corner. Angel didn't see it coming.
I think the referee just warned Chris said that if he does it again, he is going to be, kicked out.
2 and another near fall as Jones tries to pick apart Angel, who we don't know whether he's 100% fit or not. Scoop and a slam of his own.
If he was 100% before, he's certainly not 100% now, not that scoop slam.
No, this can't do him any good, but he's here to win, and he's here to win the tournament. All this guy wants to do is entertain. He said that, represent Bradford. He is doing that tonight. Uppercut connects though from Jones, and Angel's got to find that determination and that passion inside of himself.
And again, I'm going for another cover here, but again another 2 count.
Multiple lateral presses. Maybe the leg needs to be hooked.
What I can say right now is Satchel Jones, he's adapted to this. He wasn't expecting this. We weren't expecting this.
This is a risk for Gareth Angel to be out here.
It is a risk. For the crowd now, I'll get him behind Gareth Angel.
Of course they are. He's a hometown boy. He's a local hero. And a 2 feet stomp. And that, again, that's targeting an area which Gareth Angel had surgery on.
That was a near fall there. That was a near fall.
That was too close for comfort for Angel, who is now just trying to make sure he is still physically fit enough to do this.
See, one of my biggest bugbears about this is people argue with the referee. Satchel Jones did it then, arguing the referee, giving Angel time to get back to his feet.
But that's all he's doing. He's giving him room and time. And here comes Jones now. He's sizing him up. Super kick attempt. He misses. Neckbreaker connects. Satchel may be efficient. He may be quick and savvy in the ring, but that time Angel was just that little bit more ring aware, and now he's going for this again, and this time he saw Hawk coming.
He had a great ring press there to see Hawk coming, and he's knocked him down, he knocked him on the ground.
Drives the elbow into the sternum.
Jones now is looking a bit worse for wear after this.
And Angel, Jones on his shoulders, and there's a G6, it's connected. He's rolled him. Could he? Yes, he has. He got it before Hawk could get in.
The man who was not meant to be up there.
By all means do so. I am as shocked as everyone else here that Gareth Angel's even in the building. Let alone just advanced to the second round.
Look, he cannot be 100%. If he wasn't 100% before, he has taken a bit of a beating in this match. Is he going to be able to compete in the next round?
He has countered one obstacle, but the second one is going to be even harder.
Basically, he's got a few minutes to recover, but then he's back out again doing it all over again.
Unless we forget, he is also in the second round. Well, we'll just stop for a minute as Chris Hawk throws yet another tantrum, toys out of the pram. And Satchel Jones, who sold his soul last year, has just had it humiliated in this match. And look at Gareth Angel milking the applause. Look at the signs in the crowd. The guy's a hero.
To be fair though, I can't blame him for doing that. He's got to milk that applause. Get that adrenaline going, which I'm sure this will help. All this applause, all this support for Angel is going to work.
Well, Angel has shocked us all by returning after being seemingly incapable of competing. Amazing performance by Angel. He's now on the verge of the final, but he's got a very vicious and bitter Balor to contend with.